Your card has just declined as you're about to pay. When you look at your alarm clock and you've overslept. The moments before you write a test. The message, we need to talk. You're driving and there is a police car and it's blue lights behind you. The fear of speaking in public, dropping something by accident on the floor, and most of all, losing a loved one. The things that all these scenarios have in common is panic. This is our human-centered design brief, and the theme that was given to us was panic. Because of our research findings, we chose to focus on panic around health. We started by asking questions to people in our communities around health and stressful situations that come with it.
When you are ill, do you Google your symptoms immediately?
Not really. Firstly, I just have to ask someone. If it's my friend, I'll just have to ask, I'm feeling this way, what could be wrong with me? And then she tells me what's wrong, and then I ask other people, and then sometimes I get different answers, so I have to Google after.
Yeah.
Through our research, we came to the conclusion that healthcare in South Africa is very limited, expensive, and not a lot of people that are underprivileged have knowledge on healthcare. Waiting rooms in clinics and hospitals are often so long that people would rather not go if they are feeling unwell. All of these issues around South African healthcare cause injury, illness, and even death that could be prevented. We therefore decided that our target market were South Africans who lived in underprivileged communities. Sadly, this made up a large part of South Africa.
If there was a device in your home where you can log your symptoms when ill, would you make use of it?
Yes.
Okay, and do you think that will help you in the immediate moment with, say, a burning wound or something like that? Yeah.
Yes, if it's the device that can help me, like let's say I got cut by someone and they need to stitch me right away, yeah, I will.
Yeah, just the steps to follow, what to do with an open wound in that moment until you get to the doctor.
Yes, because if I'm late to go to the doctor, maybe I will need maybe it's 1 hour away from my house to the doctor, so yeah.
A few statistics that we found regarding our target market were: Graph 1 showed that it is clear that poverty is increasing, especially in rural areas. Graph 2 shows that Black, African, and coloured people have the least access to quality healthcare. Graph 3 shows that the lack of health information is one of the top 4 leading problems in the public healthcare sector of South Africa. All of this information led us to our problem statement. The healthcare in South Africa is very limited, expensive, and not a lot of people that are underprivileged have knowledge around healthcare. The question we asked ourselves was, do underprivileged people get more sick than necessary due to the lack of knowledge on first aid and healthcare? We took our target market, as well as healthcare, as well as some form of device, and we created MUTI. MUTI is a multifunctional, new age first aid device. This device will live in the homes of the less privileged South Africa. It is touchscreen and will guide you step by step through basic and emergency first aid situations. It will instruct you in your chosen language through writing, audio, and icons. The device has an emergency button at the back that will automatically call your emergency contact as well as an ambulance when pressed. It is solar powered, therefore no electricity is needed, and it is portable. Some of the possible functions that your device has are a sign-up sheet that logs all of your medical history as well as language and emergency contact that can be sent straight to the hospital, a home screen where the user can choose what function they wish the device to perform, a symptom check that could help provide basic healthcare information around the areas where the problem lies, step-by-step instructions of what to do in an emergency medical situation such as excessive bleeding, step-by-step instructions of what to do in an unfamiliar emergency situation, such as in the case of a snake bite, and the option to call an ambulance immediately. These are a few images of what the device would typically look like in the households of our target market. Although this device would be incredibly beneficial to the South African community, there are some possible constraints, such as not being available in public spaces where emergencies could happen, expensive technology with the possibility of it being stolen, and the problem that people might rely too much on the device and stop going to the doctor when they really need to.
Do you think if the device was set in permanent places in the streets for everyone to use, would it easily be stolen since it's a touchscreen device?
Here in South Africa, yes, because there are a lot of scholars and scholars who still
Yeah.
they don't even care if it's a device that can help even them. They don't even care. They only care about themselves.
The possibilities that this device has is to collaborate with companies such as Lotto in order to crowdfund and be able to put the device in public spaces and all around South Africa. This is MUTI, a helping touch.